toiletry pouch I have. This is my least favorite. And I'm Romeo Mama. In today's video, we are going to compare a few toiletry pouch just to see which one is a better option. First one that I want to compare is the RIMOWA Toiletry Pouch. 25 centimeters times 16 times 9. There's a smaller one, but I didn't buy it. So this is the big one. So according to them, the outside is recycled nylon. The inside is 100% polyester, is water repellent. Zip is very smooth. I like the zip. And the zip tab is got RIMOWA written on it. $230 Australian dollars. This is quite a basic pouch. So only got 2 compartments. So even the zip inside got the RIMOWA name, just got the RIMOWA on the zip as well. So it's just 2 compartments. So the good thing is it is quite tall. Bottle from PYGTECH. So you just fill it up and then any trouble because it's like this. It's a rectangular shape, so it's quite neat. Bad thing is it doesn't come with a handle. So if it gets heavy, it's really like a slippery block. So there's a 2 little tab, so you might, if I want a handle, I can add a ribbon or a string just to make it into a handle. But for $230, doesn't come with a handle, just that 2 little tab. So the next one I have is the Bellroy, 85 Australian dollars. Water resistant lining, the nylon grip, they say is easy for hold. It is 22 centimeters, 13 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So we're comparing to the RIMOWA, it's definitely a lot smaller. It is like this, they got a little leather tab for that. And you have 2 compartments in here. They're all meshed. They got a little bit of elasticity in it. So 2 pockets. And one of the things is they have a little magnetic area, just a little flap, but you've got a little magnet on top. Yeah, on the website it says to put your shaver or your toothbrush in this magnetic, so you can see the magnetic flip, that little flip in here. So a lot of things I don't like this pouch is I usually is a big fan of Bellroy, but this time I think they totally failed in this bag. So number 1, put a nylon handle at the bottom. You know when we filled up all the stuff, it's like super heavy, just flop. So why put a handle at the bottom? This time the zip is really scratchy. In all the pouch I've got, Bellroy this time got the worst zip. It's very scratchy and the shape is impractical. And for the 50 ml bottle that you can't stand up straight. And what shape do you want to mold this into? So when you hold the handle, it will drop. It easily will drop. Unless they're saying hold it like this. Because everything when you go up like this, you know the top part is not going to fit much. Website it says flexible structure. To me, I feel like you don't know how to sew a bag this time, because out of all this bag, you know, one thing that I think if they can remake this bag, it's common sense that toiletry bag, when you open it like this, a lot of toiletry bag, once you open it wide, things will fall out. So I would suggest Bellroy to actually sew a little cloth on here. So a lot of toiletry pouch, when you open it, you will have that cover in here. This is the one that I'm talking about. So when you open it, you got that little triangular piece of cloth. So it's very common for toiletry bag, just have a little piece, that triangle shape. It's not a secure pocket. It's just a flap. So it's not staying there. It can still come out. And if you have any water still dripping, it will still leak out to the whole bag. because this is just a little flap. So this flap to me, I find that is pretty useless. And it's a flap that doesn't do much. This Bellroy, I don't like the whole design. You can see this. It's like someone first time sewing a bag that you don't know where to hide this part. So it's actually using your space because something is there. I would prefer a whole new design, like a better construction from Bellroy. Next one is PGYTECH. It's the new one because those bags are not good enough. That's why we're getting this new one. So about $39. Converting to Australian dollar is about $65, $62. So it's very similar. The PGYTECH wash pouch is very similar to the RIMOWA. The best among all the pouches I have is the zip. So let's have a good look on the zip. So this is the RIMOWA zip, not bad already. And for the PGYTECH, the zip is hidden. And they say this zip is splash proof. So a very smooth zip, even though it's hidden like this. 24 centimeters, 15 times 12. So the size is very similar, just a little bit shorter. Even though it's shorter, but when I try to put in the bottle without lining down like this, so the bottle is like this, you can still close it. And it comes with a handle, it's a proper handle. One other good thing is the compartment is amazing. Similar size to RIMOWA, but you open up like this. Splash proof lining, and all the pockets on the website, it says wet and dry are completely separate. I really like this idea because look at this little pouch in here. It's waterproof and there's a proper zip, and the material inside you can see is completely waterproof. So you put the toothbrush, even though it's wet, it's completely sealed in here. So I'm not worried about the water will come out. On the other side, they got a bigger pocket and it's completely waterproof inside. So if you're in the hotel and your face towel is still wet, and you can still quickly pack it up, even though it's a bit wet and it's hiding in the pocket. So it won't ruin the other things inside. This pouch in here is so much better than the Bellroy little flap. It's not doing much. That flap is not stopping any water coming out. That is not going to separate wet and dry. Also, you have the loop. Loop is a good idea because you can hold it like this. Your organization is so much better. A bit wide, you got that little cloth in here to prevent your item falling out. So which Bellroy doesn't have? And for men, if you have a shaver, you can still put it in here and it's safe. Even though it's wet, you can still hide it in here and it's much safer than the little flap in here. Another thing I really like this PGYTECH wash bag, there is a little hook in here. If you don't want to leave it next to the sink, you can also hang it up with this loop. And then you can hang it, no trouble. But after I got this PGYTECH wash pouch, now I'm thinking this RIMOWA, $230, not even as good as this PGYTECH because of the compartment, the size, and the handle. And dry pocket separation is really handy. So this is the pouch that I also like. This is a free gift from Singapore Airlines First Class. The metal zip is very, very smooth. This is not a decoration. They do it on purpose so that your hand can hold it like this, or you can hold it like a handle. So I like to use this one because the zip is very smooth. Inside is not too low. You don't need that cover, things won't fall out. There's nothing like the Bellroy that like this. Inside is better. I think this looks more like an airline free gift than the LITE. So I really like Singapore Airline toiletry pouch. No compartment, so it's still, you can still fit in like this. Like that. I like the handle because you can hold it or hold it like this. I think this is vegan leather. Okay, so next, this is the one is $5 from eBay. Of course, it's a lot thinner to any, the material is a lot cheaper and is a lot thinner. But the overall shape and idea is quite similar to the Rimowa. Sometimes this $5 zip might break, okay? One thing they do it slightly better than the Rimowa is, one, they have a big handle. Two, they have an outside pocket. They have no compartment inside. $230 compared to $5. Next one I got from Banyan Tree when I went to Phuket. So this is the toiletry pouch that they were provided in the hotel room, and if you like it, you can buy it. So I definitely like it. One, I like this bag is because of the big handle, and the zip is very good, and the material is cotton and really mold into any shape that you like. To Bellroy, they also say they can flexible to any shape. No, you are not. The thing is, they still put in my Muji 50mm stand up straight, and you can still zip the top. And also the compartment in here, the tiny little compartment for the smaller things that in here like that. And the small makeup brush that I bring, it will still fit in easily. Even though they have no zip pocket inside, but the design is very thoughtful. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot of tiny little pocket inside. But overall, having all this toiletry bag, I think the best one in here is the PGYTECH because of the price point, the design, the zip, the handle, the material, the internal waterproof zip pocket, and the design inside, outside, and the shape. The zip waterproof separate wet and dry stuff. The least favorite is the Bellroy. Weird shape, packing some good design here, and zip not really helpful compared to the PGYTECH. Really separate the wet and the dry. So if you are looking to buy a toiletry pouch for traveling, I hope you find this video is helpful. So please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. We upload new videos every week. See you next time.